The morning sun painted the hills in gold as Jake Turner fastened the final hinge on his new steel ranch gate. It wasn't anything fancy, just solid metal, coated in a bold shade of crimson that gleamed against the pale dust of his driveway. To Jake, it symbolized independence, the freedom he'd earned after years of hard work rebuilding his late father's ranch. But in Pine Hollow Estates, independence wasn't part of the rulebook. By noon, the rumble of an SUV announced trouble. Out stepped Meredith Cole, the HOA president, clutching her clipboard like a weapon. Her pearls shimmered under the sun as she approached, lips pursed. "Mr. Turner," she began, her tone sharp enough to cut wire. "This red monstrosity violates Section 4B of our aesthetic standards. All gates must be approved neutral tones." Jake wiped his hands on his jeans. "It's a working ranch, not a country club," he said evenly. Meredith's eyes narrowed. "If you don't repaint it by Friday, we'll issue a fine and possibly restrict access to HOA maintenance services." Ah. Jake chuckled, low and quiet. "You mean the services that don't even reach this side of the creek?" She blinked, realizing she'd overstepped, but pressed on. "Rules are rules, Mr. Turner." Jake didn't argue. He simply nodded, tipped his hat, and walked back toward the barn. The following afternoon, Meredith returned, this time with 2 HOA board members in tow intent on documenting evidence of noncompliance. But as she stood in front of the Crimson Gate, the low roar of an engine grew behind it. The ground trembled. The gate began to swing open, not by hand, but by horsepower. Jake's massive green tractor rolled forward, sunlight flashing off its metal frame. The sight stopped them cold. Meredith stumbled backward, her clipboard slipping from her grasp as the tractor rumbled through the bright red gaten. Unstoppable, completely within his rights. Jake looked down from the driver's seat with a faint smile. "Guess the color's visible enough for safety," he said, and kept driving. The HOA never mentioned the gate again. Asterisk.